Can you hear me okay? Because we're having slow internet right now.
Yep.
Okay, good. Wanted to remind you all that we have another 7-day Slim Challenge coming up on October 23rd that the Diamonds are going to be hosting. So if you have any potentials you want to add to that, that's a neat opportunity. Mm-hmm. And I just want to encourage you to keep up with your IPA. I know a lot of you are doing really well and have been accountable. Oops. Sorry, I'm just checking. I already paused it on that. And you guys are doing awesome and you're seeing a lot of really great results. So keep that up. Good job. And continue to follow up with people because sometimes it just takes one more follow-up, seeing how they're doing. A lot of times people aren't ignoring you. And just keep pushing to end this month better than you ended last month. Mm-hmm. And I know that this week, Melody and I and Kristen Welch and Nicole, you're going too. Hey, Jerry, to Leaders Retreat. And I just want to thank you guys for working so hard and getting us there. We're so excited to learn, and we can't wait to bring back a bunch of good information and share it with you guys. So thank you. We're really excited.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Are you all set? Are you all set? Yeah? Okay. Mal, I think you guys kind of know, Mal is kind of losing her voice right now. So she asked me to introduce our special speaker tonight, and I was like jumping out of my skin when she asked me to introduce Nicole, because for those of you who don't know, Nicole is like, she's in Monica's downline, and she's like our sideline. And Nicole and I connected because we're both crazy, weirdo, red personalities. And when I first jumped into Plexus, I felt like all I was surrounded by yellows. And there's a huge disconnect between yellows and reds. And so Nicole and I found each other, and we were like, yes! So the fact that Nicole is on here tonight, I'm not going to steal your time. I'm so excited she's here. So I'm sure she has some awesome gems for us. I can't wait to hear what she has to say. So Nicole, it's all yours.
Wow, thank you. Oh my goodness, y'all, I'm super excited for this. I love doing trainings, doing videos of any sort, connecting with anyone in Plexus. I am a company girl, and I'm one Plexus through and through, up, down, and all around. So even though none of you are going to help me, I am super excited to share with you my heart tonight. Now, lucky for you people, I actually wrote down like 4 notes, so I won't rabbit trail too terribly. But like Susan said, my name is Nicole Sylvester. I am a gold ambassador. I'm directly under Monica Hollister, and I'm in Minnesota. I've got 2 kids, a 5-year-old. She turned 5 a week and a half ago, and a 2-year-old, a little girl and a little boy. And they are the reason that I do Plexus, that I sell Plexus. So what I would like to talk to you guys about tonight is really consistency when things are rough, personal growth and what it can do for you if you allow it to, why whys matter. And then I'm really glad that Janelle brought up IPA, because that's something that I hammer pretty hard, and I am 100% consistent on that. And there's a reason for that. So without further ado, and forgive me for the no makeup look. I don't really care what you people think about me. So I didn't put any on today, and I wasn't going to for a training video, but this is me. This is real. So I would like to start with consistency. Sorry. Consistency is, I want to say it's the most important part of your business. If you're not consistent, you will not see results. And like Susan said, I am a super red personality. If you guys don't know what that means, ask your ambassador. I'm not going to go into it. But the very broad term is I am to the point, direct, and I don't really beat around the bush. So I'm not going to beat around the bush for you people either. Consistency is the name of the game. I do IPA every single day. I'm really bad about writing it down, so forgive me. But this is the IPA that I do daily. There we go. So I do 5 new contacts and 5 friend requests, 5 new friends. I follow up with 3 prospects. I reach out to 1 active, 1 inactive, and 1 customer. I post on social media. Now that I'm going to talk about just for a second in a minute, but I do post on social media, and then I wish my friends and family a happy birthday. I post on the team page. I check my back office, and I do personal development every day. Not when I feel like it, because I rarely do. IPA to me is a lot like working out. I really, really hate it until I've got that first one down. And then I'm like in the groove and I love it and I check it off, and it's the best part of my day once I get it done. But I do not like starting it. I would rather sit and sip coffee or play Barbies with my kid, or watch Netflix, or fold laundry, or do dishes, or do anything other than IPA. But I do it. And the reason is I have had a super, super rough time with Plexus. Personally, like in my personal life, I started about 3.5 years ago, and I'm a gold ambassador. I started the same time Melody did. I started the same time Stacy Fish did, and I started a month after Monica did, and I'm a gold ambassador. Now, a lot of you might say, she's doing something wrong. And, I'm sure I am, because we all are. We're all humans, and we all mess up every single day. But I have been nothing but consistent. I am so proud of where I am. I wouldn't be the person I am if it weren't for Plexus and if it weren't for the struggles I've gone through. And I would not be able to be the leader for my team right now if I had one that was too much bigger than what I currently have. I'm currently separated from my husband because of things that are outside of my control. So I am living with a friend. I've got my 2 kids and myself in a bedroom. I'm 25 minutes from their school. My daughter goes to a private Christian school, and I'm more than grateful for that. And she never won't, but I have to do lunch monitor every day for that. So it's like, 25 minutes in to drop her off in the morning, come home sometimes, go back for lunch for an hour with my 2-year-old. He hangs out in the nursery while I do that, come home, go back, pick her up, come home. It's like, that's my life right now. It's not super fun, but it is what it is. And God has me here for a reason. And I'm not going to question that. And that's kind of how my entire journey with Plexus has been. It's been full of trials. It's been full of hardship. And if it weren't for Plexus and my business and the relationships that I have because of it, I wouldn't be able to have gotten out of the situation that I was in with my husband. I would still be there. My kids would still be in that situation, and it would just not be good. So God has a plan for everything. And if you want to do this business, then you have to, I know everyone says, draw your name in this or your line in the sand. And, that never really meant too much to me before Plexus. And now that I'm here and I've made the strides personally that I have, my business is growing because of it. I watch trainings obviously every day. So I get a lot from trainings, and I can never say that it was from so-and-so because I just don't remember. I never write down who I'm taking the notes for. I'm just training, blah, 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 blah. Probably Amy Paul. I love her. Maybe Cody Helmer. But something that someone said was, it might even be Alina Rask. All right. Anyway, I digress. God will never give you the rank the next rank until you can handle it. And that's 100% true. Now, you have 2 choices. You can either continue to grow yourself and continue to put forth the everyday work, or you can sit there and twiddle your thumbs and say, woe is me, my team sucks, my upline sucks, Plexus is just a scam, it's good for them and it's not good for me. I mean, it's really your choice. You know, no one is going to make you do anything. And if you don't want to do it, don't do it. You know, if you don't want to go to the next rank, don't. No one's going to care. You know, it's harder when you keep telling people that you want the next rank, like your upline, and you don't. And then they're dragging you along and you're like, I don't want to do this. Don't. Tell them. They'll say, okay, I love you anyway. I still love you. If you just want the products at wholesale, do that, you know, but be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with your upline. Now, if you do want to go to the next rank, you have to be consistent. So you can talk to your upline. I know I'm in an IPA chat with Monica. It's just a handful of her level ones. And I think that's great. It's not really something that I need, but I enjoy it just because IPA is such a huge part of my every single day life. Like, I don't forget to do it. But if you are someone that kind of needs that accountability, talk to your upline. Start your own IPA chat with your team. I mean, you know, no one's your boss. If you have a person on your team, you have a team. Talk to them. Say, hey, I really want to grow, and I know you do too. Let's do this together. And then talk to your upline and see what good IPA would be for you. You know, I mean, just talk, you know, communicate with them and be their friend. Like, I didn't start doing 5 new contacts a day. Oh my word. That would have scared me to death. And now I do the IPA that I do. And there's some days where it takes me all day to do it, but there's a lot of days where it just takes my 1 hour that I work and I get it done. You know, I knock it out. So just make your decision and then stick to it. But yeah, the consistency during the struggles is huge. If you are having a bad day and you decide not to do your IPA, you're just hurting yourself. Through my bad days, my business has really helped distract me from my personal life and remind me that I'm doing this for a reason. So if you're having a bad day, work. You know, I mean, don't just sit there. What's that going to do? That's not going to do anything. So don't stop, you know, and if you're like really, really having a hard time with it, then reach out to your upline and be like, hey, I'm having a hard day. They can help you. You know, I mean, that's what we're there for. So don't just do IPA. Don't just work when you feel like it. That doesn't make any sense. Like, if someone was paying you to go to work, you'd get fired pretty quick if you only showed up I would never go to work. Like, when I had a job, I never liked to go to work, especially after I had kids. So I would have gotten fired like in a hot minute. But I went because they were paying me money. You know, Plexus pays you money to reach out to people. Do you guys know that? Like, you get paid to do this. So treat it like, you know, the business that it is. Give it the respect it's due. Now, personal growth, I talked about this a little bit. I've had huge breakthroughs in regards to my personal life with personal growth. But you have to have the right mindset. Like, you can't, if someone says to read a book, you can't just read it and expect it to make your life different. Like, it's just not going to do that. You have to be willing to apply what it's teaching you. You know what I mean? Like, I think my number one book that I just keep reading and keep getting stuff out of is What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. And it's such a great book. And it doesn't have anything to do with Plexus. You know, it's not like a network marketing book. It's just like a good self-help book. And you guys, I'll be 100% honest. When people first started talking to me about mindset and personal growth and affirmations, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's never going to happen. You people are crazy. I don't believe in witchcraft. Have a great day. And then I went to a Sonia Dudley event up here in Minnesota. Chase was an infant, so it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago next month. And the way she explained it made me go, hey, that actually makes sense. You know, this isn't about witchcraft or voodoo. It's the Bible. You know, your whole life you've been lied to by yourself, by people around you, by people that say they're your friends and they're not, by everyone, and by the devil. And eventually you believe that. And personal growth and affirmations and mindset training is nothing but taking those lies, flipping them on their head, and telling yourself the truth, and filling your head with the truth instead of lies. And I'll tell you guys one thing. I had to leave my husband the first weekend in August. You know, we're heavy into October now, and there's bad days. You know, there's days where the devil attacks me hardcore. And I have the Think Up app. If you guys didn't watch the Jennifer Wolf video that everyone knows about, talk to your upline and watch it. That's where I got the idea of the Think Up app. And you can record yourself saying up to 4 affirmations for free. I don't pay for apps, so I just use the free one. And if I'm having a bad day, I can turn that on, and immediately I start to feel better. I start to feel more relaxed. I can hear God, and I can feel God, and I can say no to the devil. So affirmations are just biblical truth. You know, don't say stuff like, I'm going to be a millionaire, and not want to put anything behind that. I mean, that's witchcraft and voodoo. But like, my affirmations are, I will sign 2 new ambassadors with welcome packs and convenience orders on by the 25th. I will sign 2 new triplex preferred customers by the 25th. Eric's words no longer affect me, and I am a leader of leaders. They're not like, it's not like crazy awesome things that people are like, oh, wow, that just changed my life. It has to be about you, you know, and it has to be direct, and you have to say it and believe it and see it. You know, I can totally see myself signing up 2 ambassadors. I've done that. I know how to do that. I can see myself signing up 2 preferred customers. I can do that. I can see myself as a leader of leaders, even though I don't have any leaders on my team right now. I know I can do it. So, but that took a while. You know, you have to tell yourself the truth enough to believe it. So that's kind of my thing on that. Do your personal growth. Talk to your upline again. I'm going to feel like a broken record at the end of this. Talk to your upline. You know, just talk to them. They're there for you. And they're going to know what book you need, what videos you need. And then be willing to watch it, and then talk to your upline. Say, you know, this really spoke to me. This really spoke to me. This really spoke to me. And ask them questions. You know, how do you see me putting this into action? Or, you know, what do you see in my business that I'm not doing that I should be doing? Or, you know, if you're having a bad day, what do you see me doing in my business that's good? They'll tell you, you know, but a lot of times I'm not the type of person to reach out and like want to hold anyone's hand, but I'm totally the type of person that when my team reaches out to me and they're like, hey, how can I improve? What am I doing well? What can I do with this? I'm there 100%. So just don't think that they have to come to you. Go to them. You know, I go to Monica all the time. I'm like, hey, I watched this video and it was super awesome. Now, how do I get to that point? Help. And we talk about it and we joke about it and I move forward, you know, so just be willing to move forward and apply what you're learning. And then the biggest thing that I wanted to talk about is why your whys matter. And Wendy Larson, like, I'm super blessed, you guys. I live in Minnesota. I'm 2 hours from Wendy and Rachel. I'm half an hour from Ruthie. I live with Monica. I'm surrounded by the jewels all the time. I get to go to lots of really good trainings, and I don't take that for granted at all. And something that Wendy said at our last Golds and Above meeting was, I don't want you guys to have a why anymore. I want you to have a purpose, because a purpose is something that you can really like dig into with your heart. And so my purpose when I first started Plexus was to be able to stay home with my kids. I'm doing that. You know, Plexus has blessed me and I get to do that. But now my purpose has like exploded on itself and out everywhere. So now my purpose is to buy a house. My purpose is to pay for 5 kids to go to my daughter's school, like a scholarship, I guess you would call it. And my purpose is to give back to my church the way that they've given to me. And so on every single day when I don't want to do my IPA, my kids are always around me. So it's pretty easy for me to look at them and be like, oh yeah, that's right. God let me stay home with them because of Plexus. And every time I go to be lunch monitor at school and can't pay my own tuition yet, I go, oh yeah, that's right. Someday I'm going to not only pay for my 2 kids to go here, but 5 other kids. And it's going to happen. Like, I don't have any doubt about it. It's completely going to happen because God put that purpose in my heart. And when I was trying to think of my why and my purpose, I just asked him, I was like, why do you want me to be doing Plexus? I know you gave me Plexus and you dropped it in my lap, but why? And it took a while. He didn't yell it to me, and I'm not a very good listener. So it took a while for me to like, oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. That sounds good. So once I had that and I wrote it down, every day when I don't want to do my IPA, I do it. And I do it happily and I do it with gratitude because he's already blessed me so much with Plexus. And it's only going to continue to get better. Why would I stop? Why would anyone stop? I don't understand people that quit. Like whenever I watch videos about, don't quit, I'm like, why would you? It does not make any sense to me at all. But I'm a pretty red personality, so I don't get people that quit, period. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I know I was all over the place because I don't take notes and I just talk. Y'all are lucky I wrote down those 4 things that Melody wanted me to talk about because I wouldn't have done it. So that's what I've got. Do you guys have any questions for me? I've not been watching the chat, so if questions are popping up on the chat, I have no idea what they say.
Nicole, you were going to talk about posting.
Okay.
You mentioned posting in the beginning.
About what?
Posting on Facebook.
What you're supposed to put? Oh, yeah. I get what you're saying. I forgot. See? Completely forgot what I was talking about. So I watched a video, I don't know, a few days ago. I can't remember who it was. Melody, I think Monica shared it with us with like the Golds and Above. It was about Facebook posting and how the algorithms have changed. I think it was even posted in Team Wellness. But the gist of it was, so I used to post a minimum of 3 times a day, 1 Facebook, 1 Life, and 1, 1 Plexus, 1 Life, and 1 motivational or inspirational. And now I post still more than I should because I have super, super cute kids. But I'm trying to tone it down because the algorithms have changed. And if you post like 1 time and you're getting likes and comments on it within 15 minutes, do not post anymore. Because then you're competing with yourself in your newsfeed and no one's going to see anything. So I'm not going to go into the whole thing about the video because watch it yourself. But now I am just being a lot more strategic with my Facebook posting, and I'm not actually following the Plexus Lifetime Inspirational, so I can engage my audience better. So that's the one part of this IPA. And I'm a super rules follower. Like Monica makes fun of me constantly. So it's really hard for me to not like check all those boxes off, but I do it and I'm super proud of myself. But that's what I was going to say about Facebook posting is watch the video and, just be a little bit more strategic about how you Facebook post if you are trying to get people to respond to you and see you. That's what I got for that. I don't even know how to look at the chat. I got nothing. I'm on my phone.
Thanks,
Hey,
Nicole.
You had a question, right? Leah had a question.
Where do you get the people you're constantly adding to your friends list? Where are you adding those people from?
From Facebook, I go into the people you may know list and I used to barrel race. I used to ride, I grew up competitively riding horses, and that's a massively huge community. So I started, maybe a year ago, friending people that I knew from the horse community that I just kind of lost touch with, or, they were people that I knew of, but we weren't really good friends or whatever, friended them. And now I'm like friending people that I don't know at all. I have no connection to them other than that they ride. And so I friend request them, and then right away I send them a message and I introduce myself and I say, hey, I'm Nicole. I'm always looking to connect with new people and expand my network of really strong women because I don't friend men. And I grew up riding horses. I don't ride anymore, but other than for pleasure at my parents' house, but I love Jesus. I love Plexus. I'm a mom, and I can't wait to get to know you more. So that, whatever, I cannot think of the word. So then I'm friending and messaging people at the same time, so I'm not having to find other friends and message. Like I'm not sending, doing 10 things, I'm doing 5. And I make sure as soon as they accept my friend request, I get on and I'm liking and commenting on their pictures and posts. And then that's why I love my notebook, because I can go back. I take the week that they friended me and I'm on their page every single day engaging with them so that they start seeing my posts. And then, a lot of times they'll respond, and I just try to keep that conversation going because eventually they'll be like, so what is Plexus? Well, let me tell you. And if it doesn't, that's something that I learned in the video too. I used to feel really bad doing this, but if I send them a message and they don't respond in a week and I don't know this person, I delete them. I don't need to have 7 million Facebook friends. It's ridiculous. And if they don't want to network, if they don't want to have a conversation with me, then why would they want to listen about Plexus or learn about Plexus? There's someone else down the road. So that's it, just Facebook. Were there any other questions?
Corey, do you want to ask your question? Or do you want me to ask it for you?
Hey, I'm trying to, my eye.
There you go. Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Corey, go ahead.
You can hear me? This is the first time I've done it.
Oh, awesome. Good job.
But I can't hear you. Okay, but anyways, can we
I can't help you with that.
Get the verbiage, Nicole, for what you send in private messenger, because I liked what you said, but I couldn't write it down fast.
I can actually send it to Mel and she can post it for you guys, because I don't know, like I copy paste it. It's just, it's like it's gonna be hard for you. Like you have to friend people that you have some sort of a connection with and use that as the reason you're friending them. You know, like my connection is riding. My horse that I competed on is still at my parents' house. Me and my kids still go ride. So like I am, and some of my best friends still compete, you know, so I can use that. But it's just, I get wary sending people straight verbiage because I don't want you to come off as a salesperson or like someone who's just not genuine. Like I'm genuine, even if they don't buy Plexus, but if we can have a conversation, like I need people in my life that are cool, strong, and want to support me, even if they don't want to buy my product, you know. But I can totally send the verbiage so that you can see it and like just be smart about it. Don't take advantage, Corey.
Girl, I'm gonna private message you after this.
Okay. I'll be full laundry like a rock star on a Monday night.
Oh, I've been there.
Anyone else? I don't even know.
Go ahead. I wanted to just add one comment. Something you said reminded me of what Kristen Welch always says. She said that something along these lines, I'm paraphrasing, but the only way to not succeed in Plexus is to quit.
Yep.
Like if you are consistent and you keep going, your team will continue to grow and you will continue to hit each rank.
Exactly. Well, and you know what, guys? Even if you're like making $30 a month, that's $30 more than you were making last month before you joined Plexus. You know, I mean, to me, like, that's why I just don't understand people that quit. Like, any increase is better than it was before. And I don't know about y'all, but there's no way, like, you could not pay me any dollar amount to go back to how I was feeling before Plexus. So even if Plexus, like the comp plan folded and they decided to sell their products at Walmart, y'all better believe I'll be there every month getting my products and paying full price. You know, I mean, for me, it's like, there's just no question about it. And I love my friends and I love my family. So why wouldn't I tell them about it? And why wouldn't I be, you know, Janelle said that too at the beginning with follow-up. I mean, if you really love them, and you're following up and reaching out to them from a pure place in your heart of actually wanting to help them, because Susan and I are super red, and that's very true, but we also love people. And we love people very passionately. And, you know, that can come off as aggressive. And, you know, I think we've both kind of come to the point to where we're like, whatever, y'all, if you don't like us, then hit the road, Jack. But like I've had so many people like just thank me for loving them and thank me for caring enough to follow up for 3 years. And then, I mean, my cousin or my cousin's wife, but whatever. I literally, she was one of the first people that I messaged 3.5 years ago. And she finally reached out to me and asked me to get on the products and is seeing amazing results. And she's like, I'm just so thankful that you never gave up on me. And I'm like, of course, I love you. You know, why would I give up on you? I knew what this could do for you. And I knew that eventually you would try it. So don't think following up is bugging people. If you think of it that way, then you are. You know, because you're going to come across as like, either I want you to buy my product, or, you know, this Plexus stuff is like okay or whatever, but maybe if you wanted to at some point, you know, in the future, you don't have to, but maybe if you wanted to like maybe buy this, then that'd be sort of cool, I guess. You know, that I'd be like, peace. But if you're like, hey, you know, I know you have headaches every single month. You know, I see you posting on Facebook. Try it. If you don't try it, I will help you get your money back. And I have gotten on the phone and helped people get their money back. You know, they know that your friends are going to know your personality. So be you. but just be confident about it, you know, and just, it's kind of about belief. Do you believe in the products or not? You know, do you believe that you're doing this for a real reason or not? It's kind of that line in the sand thing. You know, you either decide to do it or you don't.